Today, what we're going to be talking about are email sequences and different types of email sequences. I'm going to share some behind the scenes stuff with you. If you're interested, a lot of things that I do, and I'm just kind of wondering now, and one of the things that I've started doing with funnel scripts and also with my own, other things that I do is I've started actually showing stuff that I'm doing, showing myself using the tools, explaining what I'm doing in my business and the results that we're getting. And it's pretty, people seem to like that. If you'd like more of that, then you need to let me know. If you're like, nah, Jim, I don't care what you're doing in your business, just do what you're doing. Because, well, that's, I don't care what you're doing. Just teach me something that I can use. So you guys need to let me know what you would prefer. So what I want to talk to you about today is actually some stuff that's going on. And I want to share with you what I really wanted to talk about were email sequences. I wanted to draw your attention to the scripts that you have inside of Funnel Scripts that you have at your disposal. And I don't want you to there's a ton of stuff inside of Funnel Scripts now. A lot of tools that people don't even know are in there. So I just want to play up to you what's in there and remind you what's in there. Because one of the most important things you're going to do in your business is follow up with email. I can tell you from personal experience, having been a part of spending literally millions of dollars on Facebook ads, the single most profitable thing you can do in your business is build a list, a targeted list of people that you build a relationship with that you can email when you come out with a new offer, because that is the single most profitable traffic that you can ever drive. Not Facebook, not YouTube, not affiliates, not nothing. The single most profitable traffic you can drive is sending email to your own list of people that you have developed a relationship with. Okay, so that's number one. And if you get nothing else from my talk, then you got that. So I want to talk real quick about onboarding email messages, because onboarding people the right way is critical for creating a relationship with people. Because if you do it right, in fact, let me ask you all a question. Those of you that are here live with me, how many of you have ever bought something from someone online and never heard a peep from them again? This might be totally counterintuitive, but how many of you has that actually happened? It happens all the time for me. And everybody's lighting it up, saying, yeah, many, very often, yeah, too often. It just boggles the mind. Everybody's saying yes. Nobody's saying, Jim, pretty much anybody I buy stuff with follows up effectively with me. No, they don't. It's so hard to get somebody to buy from you in the first place, and yet nobody follows up. It's just, and I've been guilty of it in the past with some stuff, but I've also been pretty good for the last 20 years of sending something to my whole list at least once or twice a week. So, but the easiest thing that you can do is literally to create a follow-up funnel. So we have in Funnel Scripts, the onboarding email message funnel sequence. This is one of the funnel sequences that you can use to get people just into your world, to start that relationship process. So what we're going to talk about real quick, a couple of message sequences inside of Funnel Scripts, some demos, and we'll do some live questions and much more. I'm also going to share with you a launch funnel sequence that I'm working on. Joshua, you have commented. This is inside of GoToWebinar. You can't see everybody else's comments. If you're in the Q&A box typing, which you are, that's how you comment. You comment to me, not to everybody else. Okay, so the first one I want to just bring your attention to is the onboarding email message funnel sequence. And so this will work for a free product, a paid product. It works for a service. It works for software. I have personally used this sequence so many times, I can't even tell you over the years how many times I have done this sequence, okay? And it doesn't matter, you know, hopefully you're using ClickFunnels. Obviously, you're using ClickFunnels, but you may not use ClickFunnels for your email. But this works for any email service provider. Anything that you're using to send your email, this will work for. Okay, that's important to understand. So the first thing, and again, you don't have to use all of these emails. This is the other thing I'll have people say, "Oh, Jim, you know, I just take this as a guide." Okay, whether you're using, seeing people use, I use MailChimp, I'm using Aweber, I'm using GetResponse, I'm using ClickFunnels. It doesn't matter. The script is all about creating the email messages for you, the first draft of the email messages for you, so that you can load it into whatever message delivery system you're using, okay? So the first email that you send out is the welcome email. This sets the stage for them to be able to get results. And the single biggest factor in developing a relationship with someone who has just signed up for something from you, that they have bought something from you, they have opted in, they've they signed up for a webinar, whatever it is, the single biggest thing you can do to start off building a relationship is to help somebody to get a result. That's the number one thing. Help somebody get a small, fast, but meaningful result, and it will transform your relationship with them super fast. So the biggest thing you want to do when you send out a welcome email is you need to welcome them to your world, and then tell them how to get tell them the single biggest thing they could do. Give them one action that's going to help them to get results. Whether it's watching, you know, if you're selling a video course, it's like, you know what, before you do anything else, I want you to click this link and go to this timestamp and watch the next 2 minutes of the video, because it's going to transform your perception of XYZ. If you're selling an ebook or a book, turn to page 16, and I know this inside of my book, Copywriting Secrets. Turn to page 16 and learn the 10 reasons why people buy. Make money, save time, avoid effort, escape pain, achieve greater cleanliness. I can't remember the other, I just remember the top 5. But those will change your life just like they changed my life. Just give them something small to do that demonstrates that you really are paying attention to them and you want them to succeed. It's number one. Now, the next email that you want to send is you want to send a thank you for your order / sign up email, and you want to reinforce the number one reason they bought or signed up. So this is key. You want to send the thank you email in case they miss the welcome email, and you want this to be relatively short. Hey, I want to send you a thank you for buying XYZ yesterday, and I want to make sure you didn't have any problems signing up. If you did, here's where you can contact us. And the big thing I want to reinforce to you is that the reason you signed up, the reason that you bought, is because you want to be able to do this, 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 and this, and that's exactly what it's going to do for you. Because chances are most people have bought, they scratched the itch by buying, they maybe didn't download, they maybe didn't do anything yet, but you want to reinforce them, hey, if you really want this payoff, this is exactly what you should have done. And by sending the thank you email, having it a little shorter, maybe the first one got lost, maybe they had a problem, and this, instead of them calling the credit card company and saying, you know what, I didn't get my order, I wanted you charged back. They're like, oh, well, let me contact their help desk and be really rude, but maybe I'll get some customer service. So this is how you keep from losing sales because people didn't get the email. So then the next email that you want to send is to help people get a quick win, find some fast success. All right. Again, tell them the number one thing they should do to get a quick win. Now, that doesn't mean it accomplishes every single thing that you are telling them to do. or that you're promising in your whole product, but it's a way for them to take that first step. It's a way for them to get on the path, to get into motion, and hopefully be able to get it done. Okay, so for example, like with my book publishing stuff, one of the things I tell people to do is, hey, number one thing you can do is go order your book cover. Go out and look for 3 to 5 examples of book covers that look like what you'd want your book cover to look like, the colors, the pictures, the font type, all right? And go order the book cover. Number one, if you want to get your book done super fast, you need to get the cover ordered now while you're creating the content. But number two, by getting the cover done, it makes it real to you, and it sends a message to your subconscious mind is like, hey, I'm really writing a book. So get them a quick win, super, super fast. Next, after we got them there, now we want to expose, we want to expose them to our attractive character. And one of the ways to do that is with your Epiphany Bridge story, because this explains the why. That's always a question that's on people's minds. Why you, why this, why now? Why should I pay attention to you? Why are you the one to teach me? Why are you the one that's going to help me? And the fastest way to answer all of those questions and to create a compelling story that pulls them to you is by using the Epiphany Bridge. Now, the great thing is we have the Epiphany Bridge script inside of Funnel Scripts that you can use. So you use that script and bam, you create that Epiphany Bridge, and that's what you need to do. I mean, that's all you got to do. You just paste it into the script. And I'm going to show you the script here in just a second. I'm just explaining to you the reasoning, the thought process behind the sequence here too, because this sequence is important. All right. So then the next thing is, once I've introduced the attractive character, I want to bring them deeper into my world. Now, how do we do this now? Well, 20 years ago, we did it by just basically letting them know, hey, this isn't the end, this is the beginning. I'm going to send you a cool article every week. And my big thing before social media was I would always send an article on Tuesday. There was always some kind of a wrap-up thing on Friday. On Wednesday or Thursday, there was always some kind of a cool offer or a heads up about something. There wasn't always an offer every week, but there was an opportunity to buy something, newsletters, that kind of stuff. I mean, I was touching people 2 to 3 times a week, and it was very predictable. Now, what's the big way that most people get touched and we stay in touch with people? Email, all right, because every Wednesday, I send out an email newsletter. I also send out on Thursdays, we send out the article of the week. On Sundays, we send out an email that says, where's Jim going to be live this week? But then all the rest of it is related to social media. We need to get people on your, we need to get people onto your Facebook, onto your LinkedIn, onto your Medium, on your YouTube, wherever it is that you are communicating with people. This is where you let the people who just signed up with you or bought something from you know, hey, this is where you can get more of me. This is exactly where you can get more of
Mr. Pickles, because who doesn't want more Mr. Pickles, right? Right? Of course.
So that's how you get more Mr. Pickles. Next, we want to keep that relationship building. We want them to see us as a source of value. So we want to send out an unadvertised bonus, some sort of bonus of just something really cool. And that's how you build a relationship with people online, by the way, is you keep dropping cool stuff on them. I love what Russell says is, is it okay if I over deliver? My thought's always, I'm just going to keep dropping cool stuff on you. So you think, oh my God, I'm not going to pay attention to anybody but Jim, because Jim always delivers. Jim always gives me cool stuff. That's what I want people to think. Okay. So we're going to give them a cool unadvertised bonus. Next, what we want to do is we want to start inspiring them to go to the next level. So let's just kind of recap. Think about what we're doing here, almost like building a friendship. where it's like, hey, welcome to my world. Thanks for your purchase. Here's how you access it. Here's the single biggest thing you need to get results. Next day, hey, thanks again. I just really appreciate you. Thank you. Then the next day, it's going to be get a quick win, fast success. Hey, I want you to get results, get results. Hey, at this point, you might be wondering, who is this crazy dude that keeps dropping all this goodness on me? Why should I pay attention to him? Then it's, hey, if you'd like more of me, then go on over here to social media. And then it's like, hey, I got this really cool thing that you're going to dig. You need to check this out. Then it's like, hey, you know what? I've been helping people for however long, for 2 weeks, for two decades, whatever it is. But here's an inspiring example that you can learn from. Here's what you can use to help you to be inspired and to follow the example of somebody else. Next, what is the thing everybody wants? Results. Everybody wants is results. And when do they want results? They want the results now, not later, now. So speed. And a lot of times people equate speed with quality. It's not, depending on who you're talking to and what circumstances are. We'll just leave that right where it is. But showing people how to get a result fast is really, really useful in them being like, you know what? This guy told me how to get something done really quick that's been bugging me for weeks, and he showed me how to get it done in 15 minutes. I need to keep paying attention. So the next thing is you want to help them to avoid effort. And you'll notice this is tying in directly with those top 5 reasons people buy. Save money, save time, avoid effort, escape pain. Okay, make money, save time, avoid effort, escape pain. So I've shown them how to save time. Now I'm going to show them how to avoid effort. Hey, you could move that 2 tons of rocks by doing them, one at a time, or I can show you how to use this little thing called a skid steer, and you can move them in about 15 minutes. You can spend 8 hours writing a sales letter, or 16 hours writing a sales letter, or you can spend about an hour creating your little avatar, and then you can load it into this mega sales letter script, and it will write the first draft of a 9-page sales letter for you at the click of a mouse. Ooh. Dang, that's like a speed hack and an effort hack. So then the next thing you want to do is you want to start running them through some of your existing content. You want to show them, hey, I've been around for a while. I got this, I got this blog. You might want to go look through my archives. I've got these videos I did on Facebook 6 months ago that no one can find because you can't find stuff you saw yesterday on Facebook. But you can send people a link to something you did 6 months ago, and they're like, oh, dang, that's really cool. It's a way you can recycle and get goodness out of content for a long time to come. And then finally, you ask for feedback. So we've sent these 10 emails, and then you're like, hey, you know what? I really value your opinion. What can we do to make things better? What would we do to make your life better? Love to know. What do you think of the product? What do you think of the stuff I've been sending? What do you think? Would you mind giving us a testimonial? This is how you get tons and tons and tons and tons of testimonials. So after this, you might think, and somebody just asked, are these emails one a day or what's the send schedule? I send these one a day. Absolutely. Why not? Some people are sending email, once a week. It's like, no, this is when they're hottest. They just bought. Think about when you have a new friend or you have a new relationship or something. When is it the most intense? When are you paying the most attention? When it first starts. Besides, what I want to do is I want to filter out the people who are casually interested. The people who are like, this guy Jim Edwards, he's kind of obnoxious. He looks like kind of an asshat. I don't know that I want to hang out with him. That's fine. Great. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I am not everybody's
unicorn. And that's okay. I don't have to be, but I know I'm your unicorn.
Doesn't matter. Nothing wrong with sending something every day. There's nothing wrong. You're not going to get arrested, okay? If they don't want to get it, they can unsubscribe. or they can shove you over into the Gmail promotions folder and they'll never see you. It's fine. But I want to establish as fast as I can right up front that they want to pay attention to me and the value that I represent. Does that make sense? And if I'm only sending an email every week, I mean, hell, after a month, I'm just getting to my epiphany bridge. And they're thinking to themselves, who is this chucklehead with the weird beard? Who is this? I don't remember what the heck I bought for. In fact, he's pissed me off now. I don't remember who he is. And I think I'm still in the 30-day refund period. Let me refund this thing and get my money back because I didn't use it. No, I want them to have a relationship with me so that they're going to think to themselves, you know what? This Jim Edwards guy's pretty cool. And when and if I ever get around to reading his stuff or using his scripts, I know I'll get a great result. Just how it is. All right. So that's the first one. I can go over and demo the script for you real quick and just kind of show you the output on that, or I can share with you another script, another sequence that I'm working on right now that I'm actually using to launch the relaunch of my 7-day ebook version 3.0. It's a thing I've been selling for the last 20 years. We just did a major update on it. Do you guys want to see kind of the sequence, and then we'll go over and we'll look at the wizard now? Okay, it's like, let's see the sequence. Okay, so escape on that. So the thing to understand is that the sequence I just showed you, okay, is a sequence for after someone had just bought, and I have a script for that. I have this sequence I'm doing now, which is for launching a product. I don't have a script for that yet. So I'm gonna, as soon as I get done with this, then I'm gonna work on turning this into a script. But just understand that I don't say, hey, Jim, where's the funnel script for this? Because I will answer you and say, I don't have one exactly for this. We'll go over all the different email scripts we got. But I just figure I'm gonna show you kind of the sequence and the psychology behind it, and then understand that I'm working on turning this into a script. Once I do it, once I actually send the emails, see which ones resonate the best, and then I'll distill it down. Does that make sense? I mean, this is literally my business and what I'm doing. Okay, so this isn't like theory. This is actually showing this to you. Okay, and then the sequence that I create will be part of Funnel Scripts. The thing that I'm promoting with this sequence is not part of Funnel Scripts. This is something completely different. Okay, it's just, but I use Funnel Scripts to promote my own stuff. Okay, so just understand that. All right, the difference of what we're looking at here. All right, so here we go. So what we're actually promoting is 7-day ebook version 3.0. This is the redo, is the third major redo in the last 20 years of my course on how to write and publish your own outrageously profitable ebook in as little as 7 days, even if you can't write, can't type, and failed high school English class. So these are the emails that I'm using to send out to my people. All right. So the first email that I'm sending out, which I've already sent out, is basically, here it is. So it's, if you think about when you're launching something, and again, there's tons of people out there who teach product launches and all this other stuff. I can tell you this. Any type of product launch, and I've been doing this now for 24 years. I actually knew Jeff Walker when he was first getting started. I was speaking at Carl Galetti's big internet summit thing he did in Vegas. He used to be the big name. And I met Jeff. He had a program that he had just put together called 6 Figures in 7 Days. It was the precursor to the product launch formula thing. And I remember sitting with him at Treasure Island in Vegas and talking to him about what he should do to launch it and position it and do all this stuff. And every single product launch has 3 phases. It's coming, here it is, it's going away. That's it. To launch anything, those are the 3 phases. Here it comes, here's your heads up, here it comes, here it is, it's going away, you better act fast. That's a product launch in like 1 sentence, all right? So that's what these emails are doing. So we've sent the first email already. Here it is, big story, background, why. And it's a relatively long email because that's what fits for me. I mean, people are used to a little longer, me telling stories. I'm getting old. I got this white beard. I told my wife today I'm playing the old man card now. So I tell longer stories and I repeat myself because that's what old people do. Okay. So then the next email, and you'll see something here pop up that we're testing. But if this email is super long, there's something here you're going to want to pay attention to. So the next thing that we're sending is the next email is the big idea, the big why they want to jump on this now. So it's all based around the number one payoff for them or the benefit stack. All right. So, you know, for purposes of this email, it's, hey, if you've ever thought I should write a book, or if you've ever had somebody say, you know what, you should write a book, but the thought of struggling for weeks or months or even years to write that book makes you want to throw up in a 5-gallon bucket, then I've got the solution, because I don't have just one way. I have 9 different ways that you can create a real, unique, genuine book in less than a week with all content from your head, your own real book, because it's all a matter of now technology and strategy. It used to be, it was a huge, huge undertaking to write a book. You had to sit and slave away at the keyboard for, you know, weeks and months and years, re-editing and all this stuff. But now technology makes it super simple. So if you really want to know about this, head on over to 7dayebook.com. Okay, boom. That's going to grab another bunch. So the first group is going to grab the people who are like, oh my God, this is amazing. I just love Jim's stuff. This one's going to be like, hey, oh, I need to have this cool. Here's the big payoff I'm looking for. So you see the difference, okay? This one is, hey, it's here, it's coming, you know, go grab it because you love me. Hey, this is all based around the big idea. Now, the next thing, email, is that it's going to be a content email. And that's, I have these color coded. So these are more just, red is just straight pitch. Green is a content type email. So on this email, it's basically the number one big cool idea that you can use from the product or about the product or the software or the service, just the number one big cool idea, big aha type thing. So in this case, I made a video on all the different ways you can make money without a book, or excuse me, it was the specific, I can tell you the specific title of it. I guess I closed it. But it was 9, hang on. Here you go. The title of it is 9 Ways to Make Money with Your Own Book Without Selling a Single Copy. And so this was what I made my video about. So I explained the 9 ways, and then the 10th way was there actually 24 ways to do it. So it was just basically a cool thing where people are like, oh my God. And again, what I'm trying to do is educate, but then have them say, what I want is somebody in their, yes, Carlin, that was yesterday's doc talk. Somebody say in their mind, hey, you know what? I could make money with a book that way. I don't see myself selling a book on Amazon and really making the money, but you know, if I had a book that I could put behind me on all of my Zoom calls and my lives and stuff to give me massive amounts of credibility, or I could hand somebody a book and use it as a $29 business card, you know what? Dude, I'm all over that. Let me go sign up for Jim's book. Let me go over to 7dayebook.com and sign up. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to send is an email with a screaming cool bonus and reason to act now as opposed to waiting. Because that's the thing. Most people are going to wait. That's the whole thing about a launch, is the purpose of a launch is to get people to say, I need to sign up now because I'm either going to lose out on something or I'm already losing out and I need to stop losing out, which that's kind of a fine point on it, but it's really key. That's using emotional reasons and pain and really sticking it to people. And I talk about this in my book, Copywriting Secrets, but that's easier for an evergreen launch, an evergreen funnel, is to make people feel the pain that they're missing out right now. And that's better than using limited quantities or other things like that. But I digress a little bit. But the biggest thing is shouting out, hey, I've got this bonus that's part of this launch that you're going to want to get your hands on. So in this case, it's literally a live 7-day challenge that's going to start whatever day it is in June. And the reason you want to sign up now is because this is your chance to have me walk you through the process for 7 days live as a challenge. And if you do what I tell you to do, your book will be done and published by the 7th day. So that's a big draw. So we really push that out. Plus the bonuses are a great way to send a sales message that doesn't feel like a sales message. Now, some of you may have noticed Russell's in the middle of a big launch, I think with Tony and Dean, and he just sent out a big email that I think the subject line was, hey, did you see the bonuses, the cool bonuses that I offered for XYZ? If not, check it out. Hey, you got to see all these cool bonuses that I'm offering. He doesn't even tell you what the offer is. He's just telling you he's got amazing bonuses and you need to click this link to go over and see all the cool bonuses that are available. And so it's a great reason to send an email, is all the cool bonuses. All right, so the next email number 5, is going to be another cool tip from, about, or related to the offer. And I got a whole big list of things that we're going to do. My team and I sat down and we brainstormed a whole bunch of different video ideas that we could do. And so the one was, all the ways to do, or all the ways to create a book, or all the ways to make money with a book without selling a copy of it. I moved my office and I can't find the list, but I will find it. But they were pretty good, and I wanted to share them with you guys real quick. But I don't have them in front of me, and you don't want to see me looking through the stack of my stuff, so I will stop looking. Okay, but I'll find it. Anyway, I made a huge cool list of all the cool things that we're going to teach, so it's not going to be a problem. All right. So then the next thing is, email number 6 is going to be another bonus, but it's an unadvertised bonus. It's something that's not listed on the sales page. This is critical because you're able to tell them, hey, this isn't on the sales page. And the only way you're going to get this bonus is because you've gotten this email and you're going to click the link and you're going to get this particular bonus. And I have no idea how much longer I'm going to offer it. I'm really kind of even double thinking actually offering this. And so, if you grab it now, I guarantee you're going to get the bonus, but it may not be there in the future. And since it's not on the sales page, it's going to be even easier for me not to offer it. So the next thing we want to do is we want to send some sort of a case study or testimonial or some sort of an email with social proof, where we want to tell people, hey, look, I've told you a lot about this. It sounds really cool, but you know what? Of course, it's going to sound cool because I'm selling it, I'm doing it, but don't just take my word for it. Take a look at this. So again, this is where it's going to really take it off of you and put it onto the shoulders of all the people who've gotten results, your testimonial, even if you only got a couple testimonials. All right, this is where it's like, okay, and again, you got the emotional people, you got the analytical people, and so this is the kind of thing that the emotional people are buying off the other stuff, but the analytical people are going to go, I wonder if this really works. So seeing that it works actually works for somebody makes a big difference for some people. So email number 8 is where we just want to come out now, and you never want to try and sell in an email, but you can create desire with an email. I mean, you're not going to put your sales letter into an email and close people. So what this email does is this is just like, hey, you know what? I've sent you a bunch of stuff. I sent you the social proof yesterday, and a lot of people are asking, hey, you know, what exactly is in this? You know, what's part of this offer? So if it's okay today, I thought I would just send you a quick list of all the stuff that you're going to get, and you basically have a stack of everything that's in there. Now, if you don't have a big stack of things, you can send a stack of benefits. Yeah, I thought I'd share with you all the benefits of this that you might not be aware of. You don't want to say something like, you know, if you want to know all the stuff that's in it, click here to go over to my website. Well, you know what? This is email number 8, Chuckles. If they were going to do that and buy, they would have did that already, as they say at the Language Academy. So we're going to make it easy for them to see all the coolness that they're going to get. So we give them a stack, either a stack of all the stuff they're going to get or a stack of all the benefits they're going to get, or both. So then email number 9, time is running out. There's some sort of a warning. Now, in this case, I've been selling this book in one form or another for the last 20 years. I've made millions of dollars selling this book, all right, because it works. So it's not like I'm going to say, hey, you know what, next Friday, I'm never going to sell this again. I ain't doing that. But what I can tell you is time is running out to be able to participate in the live Write Your Book Challenge. And that's absolutely true. So I play up the fact that you need to sign up now. And then email number 10 is basically where you do the cart close, the bonus disappearing, something's going away, or some, you know, with the live challenge. Now, do y'all want an insider trick? Do y'all want something that is so copywriting jujitsu that you're gonna say to yourself, oh my
gosh, I never thought of that, but it's a pretty freaking amazing. Okay, you ready? All right.
If you're doing an evergreen launch, like if you're doing like a little launch sequence on the back end of, let's say your welcome, somebody buys something from you, they buy one thing from you, you do the onboarding sequence, and then you want to do a launch to those people, evergreen, you know, which by the way is a smart thing to do. But you want to also increase or enhance that feeling of, you know, it's closing, it's going away. I learned this about 10 years ago, and I don't really talk about all that much. I didn't mention it in my book. So here you go. To get the same feeling and effect, you tell them, warning, this is the last time I'm going to contact you about this. And so instead of saying it's all, you know, it's all over on Thursday, it's that, you know, it's warning, today's date, as of today's date, you know, Thursday or Tuesday, May 16th, this is your final notice. This is the last time I'm going to contact you about this. If you want to take advantage of this offer, now's the time to act. Now's the time to get this benefit, this benefit, this benefit, this benefit, to claim your copy of 7-Day ebook that's going to help you do this, 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 and this. Now is the time to act. This is the last time I'm going to contact you about this special offer. That's it. Okay? I didn't tell them, you know, it's never going to be available again. It's just the last time I'm going to contact you about this special offer. Now, I might contact them about this product later, but if I've structured it the right way, there's some special stuff in there. You know, this is the last time I'm going to contact you about, you know, the challenge. This is the last time I'm going to contact you about this special offer, about this special bonus. And it has the exact same effect, because in their mind, they're like, oh man, this is over. I need to act now. They've been conditioned. So it's literally like, I need to act on this. Now you might think to yourself, man, that's too simple or whatever. It's true. It is absolutely true. I watched Armin Morin do this from the stage where he did something similar, and it massively increased his take rate what he said he would say from the stage was, look, I've only got a limited number of order forms in the back, and when they're gone, they're gone. I'm sorry, it's cut off. So you need to go act on this right. There might have been 1,000 order forms at the back of the room with 200 people at the webinar, at the seminar. But the fact that he said there's a limited number of order forms, absolutely true. And when they're gone, they're gone. And that's what people heard. Oh, when they're gone, they're gone. I better go act on this now. It's the same thing. It's the last time I'm going to contact you about the special offer. I'm not saying it's going away. It's the last time I'm going to contact you. Anyway, that's how you can get that same emotional hit on them at the end without resorting to, hey, I got to stop selling this on Friday. I don't know if that got you excited or not. Those of you who've been doing email marketing and done some launches and stuff, that should get you super excited. That is a big deal. Okay, so last email in here. Remember I told you that sometimes this one, like for me, sometimes this gets a little long. So one thing that I'm testing is sending out a summary email of saying basically, hey, you know what? I sent you an email yesterday. It was kind of long. I know I was really excited. And you probably set it aside for when you had time to read it, but we all know that's probably not going to happen. So let me just summarize yesterday's email for you. And then I just bullet all the stuff that I said. Boom. I just hit them again, but it makes perfect sense. Nobody's going to get mad. Nobody's going to get upset. And literally you can, so that's not the 10th email, okay? This email right here would be the one that you would send the second day, and then these all kind of get shoved out by a day if your first email was super, super long. So this is something that I'm testing, okay? So just to show you, so is that helpful? I mean, this is literally giving you a behind the scenes tour of a launch that I'm doing right now. But this is the mindset of, you know, thinking about promo copy. You know, there's a good mix at the beginning of promo and copy, and then at the end it's like boom, 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 boom. But you can kind of see the 3-act play. You know, the first one's here, you know, here it's coming, here it is, okay, and here it's going away. It's literally a 3-act play that goes there. All right, so let me just show you real quick. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, so inside of Funnel Scripts, we've got a bunch of different email scripts that you can use. The one that I outlined before, the onboarding email sequence, I'll open that in a separate window. But the cool thing about this is that this is avatar enabled. So if you want to load your avatar, like if I wanted to load the 7-day ebook one, all right, you can see that that has filled out. You know, it's got me started. It's got the stuff in there. And then if I load the project, I actually, to show you that I eat my own cooking, we used this wizard, the script, to write the follow-up sequence for the people who buy 7-day ebook. So just to let you know, we eat our own cooking. The other thing in here, inside the email scripts, we also have the free info request email sequence, the fast teaser and tweet scripts, which can help you to write individual scripts or individual emails that you can use to append onto the script. But the one thing that we don't have in here is the is something like to launch a new product, and I'm realized that, and so I'm fixing that. So there'll definitely be a launch thing in here. Perhaps even next month, I will have it in to be able to help you with. So we've got, you know, the promote your webinar scripts, testimonial request email, webinar follow-up scripts, Seinfeld email topic ideas, live event invitation scripts. There's a bunch of stuff in here. The email copy generator is the one that I created. This is a 6 email sequence to warm up any list for any purpose. This is based on what Yada Golden taught inside of the 5-day lead challenge that Russell did. This is, this writes super long emails, but again, if that's what you need, this is an alternative to using the onboarding email sequence. This is also actually, if you have a cold list, if you have a list that you've built that you haven't contacted in a while, this is a great one to use to help reactivate the list. So there you go. So let's, Peter says the copy generator is powerful. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to look at the questions real quick, and then we will wrap this up. So here we go. I'm just looking at the questions real fast. Susan went through and tagged some of them for me. Come on. This is where the flow of the webinar gets a little slow. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Just to answer, because we had several people ask, and I answered it once, but I'll answer it again. What's the timing of sending out those emails? I'm pretty much thinking about every day. I will tell you, for especially that email onboarding sequence, I'm sending those every single day. The other thing that I showed you with the emails that I'm using for the launch, I have the sequence to work. Every day we're sending something, but I'm probably going to intersperse some, because I want to launch this thing over a couple of weeks. I mean, it's really, the launch is going to culminate with the start of the Write Your Own Book Challenge. So, I mean, I'm launching this over a couple, 3 weeks. So I'm going to be interspersing some more content videos, some more content articles in there as well to just lengthen out the sequence. But I'm going to hit my list every day, one way or another, about this. And you know what? The way I look at it is I've earned the right. I've given value. I've contributed. I believe in this. This is one of my, pillars of my business. If you look, I got my membership site, the Jim Edwards Method Premium. I got funnel scripts, and I got 7-day ebook. Those are the 3 big pillars of my business. And then I have ancillary stuff with the Fill My Webinar scripts, Traffic Secret scripts, all that stuff. So, but that's, if people don't want to hear about it, they don't really want to hear about why I'm here to contribute value. So I have no problem during a launch mailing every single day for a couple, 3 weeks. It's a good way to clean your list too. How about using this as a SMS series? I don't know what I'm having a mental block. What's an SMS series? A sequential membership site series. There you go. Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, if the difference between sending emails in a broadcast every day and sending them in an autoresponder every day is the fact that the broadcast goes to a whole bunch of people and the autoresponder goes to each person on each day individually. It's fine. I mean, I had at one time, before social media and all that stuff, I had an autoresponder set up on the back end of 7-day ebook that literally, this is no exaggeration, had 2.5 years of content loaded into it that people were automatically getting a couple times a week. So that was 2 years. That's 100 weeks times 2, or 200 messages loaded in there. Now, it took me a year to load all that stuff in, but as I was sending broadcasts, I was just loading them on the back end, loading them on the back end, loading them on the back end to automatically have people get the stuff. So that's old school, but old school is new school. Old school works. Some of this newfangled stuff you kids are doing don't work so good. Wojtek says second advertised bonus is 20 to 25 days. With you advertising the third bonus, that will be given after the 30th day, so it cuts down on refunds. Yep, that's another thing that you can do. That's a technique that I've used for years and years and years, is just to keep teasing them with that. Basically, give them an unadvertised bonus every single week and have the best unadvertised bonus coming after the refund period expires. So Melford says, is this going to warm traffic? These emails, any email you send is going to be going to hot traffic, I hope. Any email you send is people that have signed up for something from you. Unless you're getting an affiliate to send them, and then they'd have to be modified so they were coming from the affiliate. But you're never sending email to cold traffic unless you're doing solo emails and other stuff, buying them from other people, which can get really dicey and some other things. So I'm any email that anybody gets from me, they signed up to get email from me. They bought something from me. So Sean says, how many times should we talk about the bonuses? Well, you want to enter your cool bonuses. You want to introduce those as its own email. It's almost like a solo email about the individual bonus. But then as it's like an offer stack in a webinar, you want to kind of recap as you're going forward in the emails too. So you could say, hey, yesterday or a few days ago, I told you about this bonus. Well, I've added another bonus. Yes, it's nuts. I know I'm making this offer crazy and almost too good to be true, but I can assure you it's not. And this latest bonus is going to help you do this, and this. Don't know how long I'm going to keep this one around, so you definitely want to go grab it now. So, and by the way, you can still get your hands on that other bonus too. All right, answered that one. I'm thinking about sending an email every single day. Yes, Wojtek, that's exactly what we're going to do as far as planning out the challenge. Answered that one. People are digging it, loving it. I have no list. How do I start one? Watch there's a lot of training out there. I know that Russell has training on how to build a list. So doing it with lead magnets and stuff like that. What about an email campaign for onboarding if it's brick and mortar service instead of a launch? You could use that same thing I just showed you, the onboarding sequence. If you're in brick and mortar, every single person that comes into your establishment should be getting on your list. And then also brick and mortar, you can advertise on social media and stuff, have a lead magnet, and you can onboard them that way too. So I don't draw the distinction between brick and mortar or regular download digital stuff. It's just people. It just happens to be that your source of traffic would be come to my store rather than go to my site, which they can still go to your site too, even if you're down the block. Is there a particular time you found to be successful sending emails? Nah, because everybody's all over the world. So there's no real, no, I have not. We send our emails in the middle of the day, East Coast time. Seems to work just fine. Sean, we'll have an affiliate program for it at some point. Any good ways to test these emails? Yeah, send them. I'm not being a smart aleck. Send them, and then hopefully your email software will track clicks and will track opens and all that stuff, so you can look and see which emails are working and which emails aren't. And the emails that aren't working, either ditch them or change them and then track your results. But that's a great question, and the answer is you need to look at them, make sure your email service lets you see that from each one. At what point in the 7-day email sequence do you anticipate having the most conversions, in the front or the last couple emails? So typically when you do a launch, what I have found is you get about 30% of your sales at the beginning, 20% of your sales in the middle, and 50% of your sales at the end. And 50% of that 50% seems to come in the last like 2 hours when you send the email of, hey, it's going away. The things, everything is closing down. That's where I learned that trick of this is, final notice, warning, final notice. I'm not going to contact you about this again. This is your last chance to take advantage of this special offer I've been telling you about. Typically that's what let me know that message was working just like other messages, because we always saw that bump. So there you go. All right, so just real quick. Do you ever send an email with a different subject line to those who didn't open the original email? I've heard that you can do that. I've not really ever done that. But yeah, you can do that. Does ClickFunnels email track the results? I honestly don't know. I know that they track events. Have you tested sending text versus emails? No, I have not. I know people that do, but I have not. Okay, cool. So that is the end of our time together. I hope you all enjoyed today's presentation. A little different than what we normally do. Shared with you some real world stuff. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's helpful. And I will look forward to seeing you all next time. Go use the scripts. Let us know how you're doing. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.